Good afternoon to all. Welcome to English grammar class. So this is the first grammar class we are going to attend. So in this grammar class, you have to learn first basic. If you know the basic class, then only you can do the exercise which has been given to our back of our textbook. So it's very essential to learn grammar. So first, in this first class, I would like to welcome you all. In this first class, let us take parts of speech. You have already learned in the previous class parts of speech. The name indicates speech. Speech means we are going to say. How we are going to say that one? Parts of speech means the ingredients which are included in that speech. The ingredients which are included in that speech. Ingredients means, I will give you a small example. If you are going to prepare a biryani rice. So what are all the ingredients you want? First of all, rice, masala, onion, vegetables. Then so many ingredients we want to prepare the rice. For that, so all these ingredients are necessary to prepare the rice. Like that, here to learn the parts of speech, which are all the ingredients, that is noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. You all know that we have 8 parts of speech. To complete all the parts of speech, all these 8 ingredients are necessary. To prepare a biryani, all that is rice, masala, vegetables, oil, everything, all the ingredients are necessary. Without the ingredients, the rice is not going to be prepared. Like that, to have a speech, we want noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, introduction. So all these 8 parts of speech we want to learn. In this today's class, let us learn noun. You all know that noun. So one thing I want to request you that don't memorize any definition in the grammar. Don't memorize any definition in the grammar. Just understand the concept. Understand the concept. For example, today we are learning noun. So many kinds of noun are there. You have to understand all kinds of noun with very easily. So you should not memorize the definition, examples of a noun. This is very important in grammar. You should understand the concept, not mug, means not by heart. If question answers are there, means you can by heart, you can memorize. But here, with memorizing or with by hearting, you can't be understand grammar. It is not possible to learn grammar by memorizing. It's very clear. We can't learn grammar by memorizing or by hearting. It's very difficult. So what you have to do, you have to understand the concept. You should clear the concept. You should not memorize, or you should not mark, or you should not by heart the grammar. If you by heart the grammar, if you memorize this, you won't understand anything. This point should be clear in your mind. So, the first basic concept what we are going to take is noun. You all know that so many kinds of noun are there. That is, first one is common noun and proper noun. Then in that common noun we can say countable noun and uncountable noun. Proper noun means it is given to a specific person. I will explain you in detail. Common noun is given to a common person. And in that, countable and uncountable nouns are there. Countable means it's very easy, we can count. Uncountable, that we can't be counted. Then in this countable, we can have a abstract noun and concrete noun. Abstract noun is name of a qualities. Then concrete noun is, this refers to the things can feel through our five sense of organs. Then last one is collective noun is a collective noun, collection of bunch, collection of keys we can say. All this I will explain you in detail. So this is the classification table of a noun. It should be there in your mind, not in a notebook or not in a textbook. If the structure of noun comes in your mind means you can solve the examples very easy in the examination. So let us come first, that is noun. First we should clear the concept, that is what is noun. We can say that you have by hearted from the pre-primary and from primary section, that is noun is a name of a person, place or thing. Over. Noun is a name of a person, place or thing we can say. Yes, this is right. Any name you can take. Any name in the world that can be considered as a noun. So many classifications are there in that name, that is different part. But first the concept of noun is any name that is called as noun. In English, so many crores of names are there. All those are being called as a noun. Any name, it may be a name of a person or it may be name of a place or it may be name of a thing. First, our definition is name of a person, place or thing. For example, the thing which is there in your hand, that is mobile, that's also noun. And bag which you are going to use, that is also noun. And love, that's also noun only. Covered, that is also noun, that's also name. This is the concept of noun. Any name we can say. Noun means the concept, it should come in your mind that name, any name. It may be a name of a person or it may be name of a place or it may be a name of a thing. Rather than these three, there is so many names are there. But any name it can be considered as a noun. Noun means the concept is any name in the world you can say. That concept should be there in your mind. Noun means any name. It may be the bench or it may be the window, it may be the wall which is we can see. It may be the fan, it may be the tube light. All those are the names. The names are going to be called as a noun. The noun means the concept which concept should come in your mind that any name. It may be name of a person or it may be a name of a place or it may be name of a thing. ये तीन छोड़ के तो कौन सा भी नाम रहता ही नहीं. Or it may be name of a person, place or thing. In that, the first and foremost type is common noun. First and foremost, the concept, it should be clear that noun means any name you can say. Any name. Any name can be said as noun. So first type is common noun. What is common noun? Just read out the definition. Name given to person. Listen it carefully. Name given to person, place or thing. It starts from capital word. It starts from capital word only. while appearing at the beginning of a sentence. Not everywhere the capital word is used. At the beginning of a sentence, the common noun is the name which is going to be started as a capital. That you should keep in your mind. Name given to a person, place or thing, it starts. This is common. What we have learned previously. Name given to a person, place or thing. The noun is name of a person, place or thing. It starts from capital word only. The sentence, it starts from capital word only. While appearing at the beginning of a sentence. We are not considering the middle words or middle sentences. At the beginning of a sentence, the sentence starts with the capital word. Which one? Common noun. Beginning of a sentence. Let us take the example city. For all the cities, it may be Bangalore, Mysore, Hyderabad, Bidar. For all the cities, the only one name is given is city. Only one name is given is city. That is common noun. What we are going to call commonly. What we are going to call it a common noun. For Hyderabad also we can say the city. For Bangalore also we can call the city. For all the cities, they are going to call a city only. Then next, take the example of book. Take the example of book. So many books are there. So many books are there. 8th standard books are there, 9th standard books are there, 10th standard books are there, the great epics are there, Ramayana and Mahabharata. For every book, we are going to call book only. The common word which we have used is book. Then car. It may be a Mercedes car, or it may be a Maruti car, or it may be a nano car. For every car, the common word given to speak is car. Then cold drinks, all these are the examples. So many types of cold drinks are there, we have tasted it already. For all the cold drinks, we have given only one name, that is cold drinks. Teacher, so many teachers are there. Maybe the science teacher or maths teacher or English teacher. Every teacher we are going to call teacher only. So many examples are there. So city, book, car, cold drink, teacher. These are all the common names given by. Commonly we are going to call. In that specification is there. In that specification is there, in cold drinks also specification is there. For that we are going to call another noun. So the common noun is name given to a person, place or thing. Name given to a person, place or thing we can say. So next one is, I hope you understood this common noun. The name which is given to a person, place or thing we can see. Person, that is teacher. For all the teachers, they have given the name teacher. Doctor, you can take the example. They may be the specialist in, they may be a pediatrician, or they may be a orthopedic, or they may be a cardiologist. All these doctors we are going to call only doctor. They are specified, that is different. But for all the doctors, we are going to call doctor. That is the common name given to. Then let's come to the next specification, next type, that is proper noun. After common noun, this is proper noun, name of specific person. Up to here we have learned commonly. For common name, what we are going to call? But here in the proper noun, name of specific person. The name which is given to a specific person. This common noun, it is given to a commonly. But the next type what we are going to learn is proper noun. That is the name given to a specific person. We can call individual person or individual place or individual thing. Let us have the definition. It is completely opposite of a common noun. We can say that it's completely opposite of a common noun. We will learn how it is completely opposite. It is opposite of common noun. It is opposite of common noun and the name of a specific person, we can say. Name of a specific person. For example, actor. Actor is common noun or proper noun? For all the actors, they are going to call actor. Here actor is common noun. Actor is common. For all the actors, we are going to call as actors. In that actor, who is best one? We will take the name of Sushant Singh Rajput. Sushant Singh is the best actor. In that actor, we are going to take the name of a Sushant Singh. That is, actor is a common noun and Sushant Singh is proper noun here. Because specifically we have given name to that person. Specifically we have given name to that person. And cricketer we can say. For all cricketers we are going to call cricketers. सभी cricketers को हम cricketers ही बुलाते हैं. But in that, the name we can take Sachin Tendulkar is also a cricketer and MS Dhoni is also recently has retired. He is also a cricketer. But the cricketer is common noun. For all the cricketers we are going to say cricketer. And MS Dhoni or Sachin Tendulkar, that the name is given as a specific name. Specific name is given, that is proper noun. You can take any example. Here cold drinks is a common. In that Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Maaza, these all are specified, given to a specific name. For that, cold drinks is common noun and Maaza and so many thumbs up. For all the names, specific name is given, that is called as proper noun. So what is the difference between common noun and proper noun? What is the difference between common noun and proper noun? The difference is common noun is completely different from proper noun. Common noun is completely different from proper noun. How? The common noun is the name which is we are going to call commonly, but the specific, for example, boy is there. Let us take the example of boy. All the boys we are going to call boy. So the boy, common noun. Take the name of some boy, Viresh or Sham. These are the names which are given to specifically. For this is proper noun and this boy is common noun. Let us take the example of monuments. So many monuments are there in our world. For all the monuments, it may be a Great Wall of China or Taj Mahal, 7 wonders of the world are there. So for all the monuments, we are going to call only one name, that is monument. But in that, if we talk about the Taj Mahal, in that Let us take the example of Taj Mahal. So only Taj Mahal we are going to call it as a Taj Mahal. The specific name which is given to the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is a proper noun and the monument is common noun. I hope you understood the difference between proper noun and common noun. Difference between proper noun and common noun. Common noun which is given, which we are going to call commonly, and proper noun the name which is given specifically. That is called as specific noun. Let us see next. So I hope you understood the difference between common noun and proper noun. Let us come to the next, that is in common noun they have classified as two, that is countable noun and uncountable noun. It's very easy to understand. Countable noun which can be counted. The book, how many books are there? The table, the bench, how many tables are there? Windows we can count. The fans we can count. The light, tube light we can count. Countable which can be counted. Countable which can be counted. Tigers are there in a zoo. Some tigers are there. We can count all the tigers. And what is uncountable? Which cannot be counted. Which cannot be counted. Rice you can take. We can count each rice. We can count. We can weigh that rice. We can count sugar is there. We can count the sugar, each drop of sugar. We can count that one. Here some examples are given. Book we can count. Fish. How many fishes are there in an aquarium we can count. And water. Just example. We can count water? No. Sand. Sand is there. We can see in our daily life. But we can count that one? No. That is not possible to count. Which is not possible to count, it is called as uncountable noun. That's also name. Sand is also name, water is also name, sugar is also name, rice is also name. Every name, we have the concept that noun is naming word. Any name we can say. Noun is naming word or any name. So that is in the common noun we have classified as two, that is common countable noun and uncountable noun. Let us come to the next. That is third one. First we have finished common noun. Second proper noun. In that common noun two type classifications are there. Countable noun and uncountable noun. Let us come third classification. In the noun. Collective noun. Collective noun. The name only indicates collecting. Collecting. Bunch of grapes. One bunch is there, so many grapes are there for only one bunch. Bunch of keys, for only one key, so many keys are there. That is, so many keys are collected there. So many grapes are collected there. And one more example, class of students. Class of students, here so many students are there in a class. So many students has been collected in a class. So many students are collected in a class. Let us see the definition. They are the names given to represent a group of people. This you should keep in your mind. Collective noun means we should have a concept that group, there must be a group. For example, take a class, group of students are there. Bunch of keys, group of keys are there. Bunch of grapes, group of grapes are there. Then how it is different from the common noun? In a common noun, don't confuse that. In common noun there is no group. In common noun there is no group. But in the collective noun there is a group. The concept should be clear that collective noun means there is a group should be there. The definition represents that they are the names given to represent a group of people, or it may be a group of things or group of people, we can say. Bunch of grapes, we have seen the example. Class of students. So many students has been collected from somewhere. So many students are collected in a class. That is called a class of students. So many students are there in the class. So this is collective noun. Collecting. From anywhere we are going to collect. That is called as collective noun. Then next comes to abstract noun. Abstract noun. Name of qualities. Let us see the definition first. It is something which you can't see with our eyes. Which you can't see. हम देख नहीं सकते. Taste. Which can't be tasted. Hear or touch. It cannot be touched. This is somewhat different, but that is also a name. Abstract noun is also a name. Which can't be seen, which cannot be tasted, which cannot be touched. For example, love you can take. You are going to love your parents very much. That you can show how much you are going to love with your parents. तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स को कितना प्यार कर सकते तुम बोल के मेजर कर सकते क्या तुम उसको? नो, वी कांट सी दैट वन. We can't see that, we can't taste that, we can't hear that, we can't touch that. Can we touch to the love? No. Hatred. We are going to hate for someone. आप उसको कितना हेट कर सकते बोल के मेजर कर सकते हैं? नो, इट कैनॉट बी सीन, इट कैनॉट बी टच, इट कैनॉट बी सच. कितना प्यार कर सकते, कितना हेट कर सकते बोल के हम बोल नहीं सकते. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. देन नेक्स्ट कम्स concrete noun. Refers to the things we can feel through the five senses. We all know that we have five senses of organs. So what is a concrete noun? We can touch. Concrete noun refers to the things we can feel through five senses. We can touch to the bench. We can see the benches. We can see the nature. That is concrete noun. Last collective noun we have discussed already. Then the first one is innate noun, proper noun and common noun. And next when we comes to the common noun, there is two classifications, that is countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable nouns means which can be counted. Uncountable noun means which cannot be counted. Then abstract nouns. Abstract noun which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched. That is the ideas, love, hate. Concrete noun refers to the things we can feel through five senses. We can feel with our five sense of organs. Then collective noun. Collective nouns, they are the names given to the group of people, we can say. Group of people, the examples are bunch of keys, I have said, and group of class of students, we can say. And abstract noun, it is something which you cannot see or taste or hear. That is, the examples are love, hate, and goodwill also we can see. It cannot be seen with our eyes. It cannot be measured. It cannot be tasted. So these are all the classification of only noun. It is apart from it is first one from the parts of speech. Next, in the next class, we are going to discuss next part. Thank you.